Good morning. It's 9 o'clock. Mark's still asleep. I'm not, as you can see. I haven't been down to do the chickens. It's cold. I can't really tell from the temperature on the door because the shutters are closed. But it was quite a frost when I got up. And I think it was forecast to be -2. We didn't get any snow the other day, which was disappointing. But Tompi, I'm sure we will do. It's still early. What's the date today? 30th of November. So December tomorrow, and snow in December and January maybe, or even February. We've been caught in snow in further north in France when we've been travelling in April and October, going one way or the other, which has been really unpleasant. I've driven back from Rouen before, and Mark was sick. I drove all the way back, so it's 5 hours in snow, just following the line of the gritters and the snow ploughs, and that was horrible. But we're not going anywhere. Definitely not going anywhere, which pleases me. I'm quite happy to stay here, keep warm, and that's it really. The UK, from today, masks will be mandatory on public transport, including airports and stations, and in the shops, including hair salons and takeaways, but not pubs and restaurants. Not swearing. The F word nearly came out of my mouth. But why? Why not pubs and restaurants? The most socially distanced places are probably hair salons and takeaways, stations, airports and shops. Pubs and restaurants, people are much closer together. Pubs, people crowd at the bar. My belief is it's a populist decision made by Boris Johnson that will keep everybody happy if they don't have to wear masks in a pub. It's all about pubs over there. The pubs aren't open. I need to go to the pub, and I really don't understand it. I think it's absolutely stupid, and it makes wearing a mask in a shop and everywhere else that they're, hair salons and whatever, makes it pointless. If a group of people are allowed to go and be in the pub without a mask on, or in a restaurant without a mask on, it's all or nothing. You can't say, well, we'll let that part of the population not wear a mask. They won't get COVID. They won't spread COVID. They won't give COVID to anybody else. Really don't understand that. So that was interesting. I don't know what else I've got to tell you. I found a new channel. On YouTube called Chateau de la Grifferie, which is really, really lovely. It's a Canadian couple. He was, I think, I don't know whether they've actually left Canada for permanently now, but he was a teacher, and she does renovations and home deco. I don't know whether she's known on telly in Canada, but they're a nice couple in their late 40s, early 50s. They've bought a chateau and they're doing it up. They're youth workers, and they're doing it up to run, not workshops, sort of learning abroad, people coming and spending time abroad, and it's all revolving around religion and the Bible and stuff that is not me, but I can put that to one side because it's an enjoyable, it's very gentle channel. And where am I now? Season 2, episode 4, 6 days before their first group of young people arrive. So yeah, that's enjoyable. I'll put a link to that in the description below. I'd be interested to hear what you think about mask wearing. We've been wearing masks here ever since we could get. We got masks made. I think you couldn't get masks back in March 2020 it was just really difficult. And of course, the ones that you could get were expensive. Hold on a sec. Oh, that's better. It's a bit big. It's my... Oh, this is my black coffee. That was clever. Oh, well. We couldn't get masks. We had masks made. There's a shop in Memorion called the Le Petit Mercery, which is a haberdashery shop opened by an English woman, Jane. I love that shop. I don't sew, I don't make things. I certainly don't know what haberdash is. And but it's full of material and cottons and threads and buttons and all of the things you could possibly want, and it's just lovely. I love going in there just looking, and I love being in shops full of material. I just love the smell of the material. Anyway, Jane started making masks, so we had some masks made, which we wore for a while until I think the government suggested that homemade masks weren't really as efficient as the paper masks, surgical masks. By which point you could buy surgical masks for a reasonable amount of money, and I think they gradually come down. So I just buy a box of 50 every so often, and we keep them in the glove compartment in the car. Glove compartment in the UK, and here is the bit, the bit in front of the passenger, the compartment in front of the passenger. I don't know what you call it in the US. So we have our masks in there. So yeah, we've been wearing masks since April 2020, and if ever we're out in the shop, in a restaurant before we sit down, we've only just started going back to restaurants in the last few months. Anywhere that's an enclosed space, we wear a mask, and I don't feel oppressed. Was it Bobby Bob telling me I'm oppressed? I think Bobby Bob's oppressed. I think Bobby Bob needs some therapy. But we wear a mask, and it's now, I think, in many departments here, mandatory again, even if you're out in public. So, like if I went to the market, or I was in a busy street somewhere, I'd have to have a mask on. But it doesn't really bother me. I don't feel oppressed. I feel relieved that I am doing something to protect myself from possibly coronavirus. But we all discovered last year that not many people got sick with flu, not many people got sick with colds, which sort of proves to me that the social distancing and the wearing masks and hand sanitizing works, because nobody gave flu to anybody else. And then everybody, not everybody, but it was a large contingent, stopped mask wearing, stopped social distancing. Shops in the UK, nobody in masks in the shops, or a few people in masks in the shops. And then there was the worst cold you've ever had going round, because your immune system had not had a chance for many months to be dealing with the germs going around. So all of a sudden you were hit with it. I think my son had it when we were there. He certainly had a horrible cold, and he certainly had it for the whole time we were there. And I think he probably had it at least a week after we left. And we didn't mask when we were with him. I don't know how Mark and I came away. I don't know how we came away from the UK unscathed, but we did. And that's not wood. That is touch wood. We've been well, and we will continue to mask. Yeah, so UK half measures yet again, and I don't know what's going to happen to us here. Our numbers are going up. I just read something that the Omicron, that might be the wrong word, that there might be hints that doesn't, that the illness with that is mild, but it's too soon to know. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out as well. Omicron, I think it is. Yeah, so there we are. What do you think about masks? apart from Top Bobby Bob, I'm not interested in what you think, Bobby Bob. You're demented. But anybody else that's got anything sensible to say about masks, I'd be interested to hear. And yeah, I'll put a link to Chateau de la Grifferet. I'm looking at it when they first bought it. It was in much, much better condition than Chateau de la Lande. Much, much better condition. It's lovely, really lovely, but interesting to see what they're doing and how they're coping. So have a good day. I'm not going anywhere, so it doesn't matter that I've spilt coffee down myself. What a waste of coffee. See you again.